Hello and welcome back. Today we have the Stanley Parable. This game's great. The end is never the end is loading. It's loading the end. It's just the end. We don't need to play the rest of it. Just play that ending. So this game, you've probably heard of it. It came out ages ago and it got really popular online. But in case you don't know anything about this game, I'm not going to spoil the surprise. I think you'll pick up quite quickly what this game is about. And I'm going to skip to the end of this loading screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, good for Stanley. Sounds like a
And then
really
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm in control now.
All of
Now
his
I am
co-workers were
Stanley.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Who
No
farted?
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like work. I just hate my boss. Your boss isn't going to want to see that on your desk. Oh no. Oh, username access. That's terrible. What's happened here?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So yeah, this is how this game plays out. You're being told what you already have made the decision to do, but obviously I am fully
This
capable of
was
making my
not
own
the correct
decision.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Nah, I'm good.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, I'm going off the rails. I'm going crazy here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. Ooh, nice. Oh,
Look,
this
Stanley,
does
I
not
think
look
perhaps we've
safe.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Whoa.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Whoa. I have no idea what this is talking about. Oh. Oh my god.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
God, this got really serious. What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Can't move.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa!
Gotcha!
That actually freaked me out a bit.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Mannequins moving on their own is always freaky. I don't trust them anymore. I'm leaving.
Sorry. But
Okay.
you're in my story now.
Right. Well, looks like free will has been taken from me. Hello,
This
wife.
is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Whoa. Press E. I pressed T. It's not going to let me.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I wonder what this is a picture of. 8.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what
It's
he's
turning
told to
into
do.
The Office.
Now he's pushing a button.
Not the sitcom,
Now
like
he's
The Office
eating
from the
lunch.
start.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I feel very attacked. I ain't pressing your buttons anymore. No. No, you can't make me. I'm going to press all the other keys. All the keys surrounding the button. Don't think it's actually physically going to let me do anything
But
else.
in his
Okay.
mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
This mannequin wife is
Fantastic
scaring me.
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh. This is 0.
And so he began to fantasize
What?
about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Well, I didn't really check the whole
thought
building.
excited him terribly.
Spend time with
So
both.
he went further. He imagined that he came
What
to 2
boys?
open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Something going to change?
As he wandered through
Yes!
this fantasy world, he
It's
began
crazy.
to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Oh.
Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my god, I've made this whole
It
thing
was
up.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
I'd like to
Surely
leave
there's an
this
answer
room.
down some new path, mustn't there
It's
be?
making me feel
Perhaps if he
bad.
played just one more time.
Hello, wife.
But there is no
Goodbye,
answer.
wife.
How could there possibly be? In reality,
Yeah, no more
all
wife.
he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
I never liked that wife. She was a scary mannequin.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains
It's
here,
all gone
he's
back to
electing
the
to
start.
kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not
Question
in the way
mark.
I want him
Interesting.
to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. Stanley pushed a
Whoa.
button.
Whoa, no.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I
You can't... Did it break or did it do that on purpose? Hello? Oh my god, he killed me! And now I'm back. So, thank you for watching. If you've not played this, I highly recommend this game. If you do anything differently to how I did it, you will get a completely different ending. And there's a lot of ways this can go. I've played it through a couple times and I had no idea that what we just saw was actually in the game. So I maybe do a couple more episodes of this in the future, because there's so much more you can see, but I highly recommend you try out this game for yourself because there's so much to see and do and it's such an interesting concept. But thank you for watching, do leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more gaming videos, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!